Hey friends, Karen Basket DIYer here. Thanks for joining me for another crazy fun, who knows how it's gonna go, tumbler tutorial. And that is exactly what happened with this particular tumbler, you guys. Bright light window shining in on this one, so it's kind of hard to see, but I incorporated several different types of vinyl and washi tape and glitter and different things to create this one. It is fun, it is unique, it is crazy. I really don't know what came over me while doing this one, other than the fact that my original vinyl and glitter plan failed. It just didn't go well together, so I made some adjustments and made it work. My husband actually is the one that spurred me along and kept me going on this one. He doesn't even realize that, but sometimes like he walks in, looks at what I'm doing and makes comments on the tumblers. And this one, I literally was about to delete all the footage of it, and he complimented it. And I was like, really? You like this? You think this is okay? So I just kept pushing through and made the best of it. And it actually turned out pretty stinking cute. My favorite part about it is this vinyl and these amazing words of affirmation. You know, I don't expect, and I don't think anyone will just be like, I want to make this exact tumbler, but I do hope that you are inspired and encouraged to try something similar, or just a positive affirmation tumbler in general. So stay tuned, follow along, and I'll walk you through the steps and show you how I crazily created this one. All right, so I've got my prepped and sanded tumbler here. It's a 20-ounce skinny from Makerflow, and I am just applying pink Pazazz from the Flippin' Awesome line and using one of the amazing Crystalac brushes because it gives a really nice smooth finish. Okay, I'm back with this one and it's nice and dry, so I'm gonna put the second layer of Flippin' Awesome on and then dump my glitter over. Be very generous. Whoa, that was clogged, I guess. Kind of have to work fast so it doesn't dry out on you. And I'm just using Poppin' Pink from Makerflow. And look at that coverage, it's really great. So now then I just need to allow this to dry for 4 hours to ensure that all that paint is nice and dry, and then I will seal it up with glitter glue. Here I'm just using a Taklon brush to apply my glitter glue to seal up all that loose glitter. Next, I decided to go ahead and smush it down. Even though this is fine glitter, it's still very helpful whenever you get to your bright tone layers. Okay, so this is the vinyl I had originally planned to use, but I changed my mind because I didn't think it looked great up next to that Poppin' Pink glitter. Yeah, so this is where my whole entire tumbler design changed for this one. I literally had a super cool design in my head, but again, the vinyl, the glitter didn't jive very well. So I use these glitters right here. I'll list those all for you in the description below. But as you can see, I had just applied a pretty generous layer of Brite tone. And now then I'm just taking each one of those glitters, and from fairly high up in the air, I am dropping or sprinkling them on through the shaker holes. I want my Brite tone to absorb the glitter so that it lays down flat and it'll just be less work in the long run. I just am kind of doing a patchy patchwork job here. I still want that Poppin' Pink glitter layer to shine through. I don't want to completely cover it. So again, just very patchy, and you may be thinking, what the heck, Karen? This looks like a hot mess. Well, you're correct, it does, because now I'm just kind of making this tumbler up as I go along because the original plan failed. But anyways, just hang with me. It's gonna turn out very, very unique in the end. After I got all that glitter applied, I let this dry for a full 4 hours before moving on to my next step. Okay, here's the new vinyl that I'm going with. This is called Plum Paisley, and it's from Expressions Vinyl. I've had it for a while, and I am just so ready to use all these fun vinyls that I have laying around. I trimmed it up, and I'm doing a V-split, but if you saw where I just placed it on there, it's not your traditional V-split tumbler. Used window cleaner to apply my vinyl. It's just my favorite way to do it. Okay, you guys, guess what? Purple sparkly leopard print is going on this tumbler. I started out with one idea in mind and have totally changed directions because I have all this amazing vinyl from Expressions Vinyl that I got quite a while back, and just being creative and fun, and we'll see what happens. I want to share something else with you really quickly. So, you know, I lost my little Cricut scraper smoothie squeegee thing. Still haven't found it. So I had made one out of cardboard. It's working great. I got this one off of Expressions Vinyl website. It's a felted one, so it doesn't like scratch your vinyl or your tumbler or whatnot. But next time you place an Expressions Vinyl order, grab you one of these. I'm just making sure that I got all those air bubbles out, and this little tool is perfectly handy for that. I know you're probably thinking, what the heck is going on here? You guys, sometimes you just got to step out of the box and get super duper creative and just have fun. Again, just making this one up as I go, applying these fun leopard spots. Okay, so I am really loving this, but I feel like there needs to be a little definition between the paisley vinyl and the leopard spots. So I'm gonna go with washi tape. I have this 20 pack of washi tape that I got at Michael's a while back, and I really haven't branched out and used it a lot, but I pulled this color out of it. It's kind of a coppery color, and I feel like it's gonna pick up the oranges and kind of the coppery color that's in the glitter there. And then I'm gonna be using this champagne up at the top. So I feel like it's gonna work together. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this here or all the way around and here. So let's see if I can do this. You guys, why the heck is washi tape such a struggle for me? Yeah, definitely struggling here, but I did find a solution right here. Okay, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Because I cannot get my washi tape straight, and my vinyl's obviously not straight, I'm putting a blue Sharpie on here, and I'm just marking all the way around. I'm spinning the cup around so that I get the same even line all the way around. I had to stack up some tape and a little Tupperware dish lid to get the right height. Look at that. Now I'll have a perfect line to get my washi tape on. I'm not sure why I didn't think of drawing that line sooner, but oh well. It was just super helpful, and as you can see, my washi tape application was just effortless right here. I just followed the line all the way around. Oh, look, I'm already back, and I didn't even know it because it was so perfectly lined up. Okay, time for Brite Tone. Okay, here we go. First layer of Brite Tone, and I'll also be adding glitter in this layer. So if this is your first time seeing me apply Brite Tone, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it as I go along. Brite Tone is a non-toxic alternative to epoxy. As you can see, I'm applying it with my hands, no gloves required. No PPE required, It's just really amazing. You can use it, you know, in your home like I do, around your kids, your pets. You don't have to worry about toxic fumes. After 1 hour of dry time, I can remove it from my spinner. You don't even really have to have spinners to do this. You can just, because the layers are so super thin, you could just apply it on a bar and then hang it upright or set it upright to dry. That's called the hang method. But anyways, after 1 hour of dry time, you can touch it, do other stuff to it. You can't apply another layer until 4 hours of dry time. So 4 hours of dry time between every layer, which goes by pretty quickly. You do overall end up putting upwards of 15-ish layers, depending on what you have going on. Like this tumbler obviously already has a lot of layers of Brite tone because of the glitter layers down below that you saw me do earlier. But with this process, what I'm doing now, you know, it's going to take several to smooth out these lines, the leopard spots, and all that jazz. So, but it's totally worth it for me because I still get to do what I love, tumbler making. You know, I was allergic to epoxy, found out the hard way. So I have other videos that really go into detail about my little journey. So, okay, I'm using champagne glitter from Maker Flow, and this is a chunky mix, and I'm just sprinkling it lightly right up top here, okay? I don't want it to be super heavy. I just want it to be light. So I just wanted to show you again that champagne glitter from Maker Flow that I used. Okay, so after that layer was dry, I did about 3 or 4 more layers and then a level sand. You can see right here that I should have known better and did layers before applying the washi tape. But I didn't, and so now I kind of regret it, but I'm not loving the color scheme as much as I thought I was. And now I'm to the point of picking fonts and stuff to go on this tumbler, and I've really changed my mind. I'm just kind of showing you here the fonts that I used. I did have to change 2 of them later at the end because they did not do well, but I basically just cut out my words and just kind of designed it to where this whole wraparound would be 9.25 inches or just under 9.25 to allow a little bit of space in between. And then I cut these out in a metalized vinyl. Shockingly enough, I went with like a silvery rainbow metalized vinyl. At this point, I decided to go ahead and go over my washi tape. Now that I have a super smooth finish, I went over it with a metalized silver washi tape as well that came in that same pack. No, actually, this came in a different pack from Michael's. But I just thought it would make things pop a little better, especially since I'm using metalized rainbow wording up top, then it needed the washi tape for sure. So I just lined these up. I lost 2 of my fonts because they were so tiny, the detailing in them, so I had to cut out 2 more and just add them in and just space them out. But overall, I'm just really liking how this is going. You know, like I mentioned earlier, it's just become kind of made up along the way, but you know, those are sometimes the best ones. So you may have noticed by now the wording that I chose for this tumbler. Be kind, be brave, be bold, be unique. Just like this tumbler is super unique. So I just thought positive affirmation would be great for this one. And here I felt like my silver rainbow washi tape was looking a little boring, so I had to bling it up a little bit with this other silver washi tape. It has a little bit of a pattern to it, so I really like how that one's looking. Now then, I'm just moving on to my Brite tone layers, and it's going to take a few extra now because of the washi tape layers, but that's okay. I did a level sand and then just continued those Brite tone layers until that scream and shine came through, which it was from the get-go, you guys. This tumbler has been so shiny from the moment I started applying Brite tone, and then just with all that metalized rainbow vinyl, it just looks super cool. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, unique, different. Just tried to use up some of the vinyls that I have, and it's just fun to just be creative and do fun things like this. My husband actually is the one that kept me encouraged on this one. I really almost trashed the video, but he walked in while this was turning one day and he was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool looking. So thanks to him for spurring me along to keep going on this one. You guys, I realize you're probably not going to be like, oh, I want to make one just like this, but I do hope you were encouraged by it. I hope that you maybe saw an idea throughout this video that you want to try, or a new technique, or maybe just the thought of a positive words of affirmation tumbler will pop in your head, and a new idea for one. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and be on the lookout for tumbler tutorials every Sunday and Thursday at 6 a.m. Thanks so much for watching.